Welcome to day 2 of the 100-day art challenge. Only 98 days to go. Today I'm going to use something totally different. The Neo Art Aquarelle Pastels. They're actually water-soluble wax pastels. Now, there's not much information on these on YouTube. I was introduced to them by a gentleman from Gallery Anthony down in Mullion in Cornwall, and he's produced some amazing works with these. He calls them Chinese paper. It's like a tissue paper, and he produces some lovely little seascapes and other scenes on these using these. I'm going to use them slightly different way. I'm going to use them on the multimedia art paper. They look like ordinary crayons. They're really intense bright colours, just solid pigment. They really produce some really striking marks when you put them onto paper. You can use them in a variety of ways. You can use them dry, a bit like a crayon, which you can then smudge using a little bit of water. Just dip my finger in some water, or you can apply them onto wet paper. So I'm just going to put some paper, wet the paper, and you can just apply them straight onto the wet paper, like so. And they blend incredibly well. Just using your finger, and I really enjoy using these. I've produced a lot of greetings cards using these, and they sold extraordinarily well at craft fairs. So I'll just show you a picture of some of the cards that I've done, and then I'll crack on with today's project. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the paper using a bit of kitchen towel. Get it nice and wet. And then with a dry piece of kitchen towel, I'm just going to dab the excess water off. What I'm actually going to do is a little seascape scene with this, using a variety of colours. I'm going to use, what should we use? I don't know, let's try, again this is quite a impressionistic type painting. The paper needs to be a bit wetter. Right. Let's do a nice bit of sky there. We're going to have a nice blend those. And then we blend those together. Right. Very warm today, and it's actually, paper's actually drying out quite quickly. Okay, what other colour shall I put on? Let's have a nice dark blue. To represent the sea. blend those in. Put some more of the mauve in. Actually, let's try them a different way. Let's wet the crayon. Actually, that's working better on this paper. As I said, I usually use this on it's like a tissue paper. Ah, it's much better. I've never used them on a standard paper before. Okay, it's wet. And we're going to get a little this represent the reflection of the sky on the beach down below. You can see the pigments are really intense, they really yummy, basically solid bars of pigment. Great fun to work with. You can very quickly get something quite beautiful. It's going to blur the lines there. It's beautiful. They blend beautifully. I forgot my fingers were grubby there, and I'll just put some blue across. That's no problem. Damn it, I've got some tissue. Reapply. They're very forgiving, these. See what's happening, the paper's drying and I'm pulling off the surface of the paper. I was going to say this is an experiment for me. As I said, I've never used them on anything other than the tissue. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bit more down here. So basically what I've tried to achieve is I've got an area of sky, bright red, bright pinky mauve, sunsetty sky, very abstract, rough area of blue for water, and a reflection of the sky colours on a wet beach. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that dry just for a second or two, for a minute or two, and then I'm going to come back to it with some white gesso. And I'm going to actually I'm not going to use gesso. Normally I've used gesso. I'm going to use some white. I can never say this. Gouache, and I'm going to put a moon, and then some indication of waves, some water lines, and just hopefully give a nice abstract seascape. Okay, I'm just having a look at this while it's drying. I've decided to add just some of the touch of the pinky colour into this side, just as a hint. I'm not sure whether this is going to show up on the the camera. What I'm doing, I've got a piece of tissue and just wiping the end off. Okay, just applying a little bit of colour. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with how that's looking. Okay, I'll carry on waiting till it's totally dry, and then I'll start adding the details. Okay, I've changed my plan slightly. I'm going to use some white gesso and a palette knife to apply some details to this. It is going to be an impressionistic seascape. So what I'm going to do is just spread out, get the gesso spread out quite thinly like that. I'm just going to bring it through. So there's a little roll on the edge. Take my bravery pill, and then I'm going to put in a line representing the surf coming in. Okay, go back in, get another little roll. Okay, there's another little wave coming in. What I'm doing is using like a side to side motion, and it's just giving the impression of waves. As I get further back, just gently touching the knife, just trying. I'm actually getting less of a roll of paint on, using and just gently by going in. It will actually mix in. If you repeatedly touch it, it mixes in the moisture in the gesso. It starts mixing with the pigment. So I'm quite happy with this little bit here. And keep them horizontal. It's looking quite pleased with how that's looking. We'll just come right forward like that. It's right up onto the beach. Drag that back across. Move those. There we go, we've got surf up onto the beach. Okay, now just using a brush. The moon. What I'm going to do is using the end of the brush, just applying some gesso, just mixing with the with the pigment. To create an illusion of the moon. Okay. Right, I'm going to let that dry for just a little bit and then see, actually, before I do, just going to add, pick up, there's quite a lot of paint there, just add some texture to the sea. We've got a moonlit sky, bit of an abstract seascape. They're going to let that dry and we'll have a look and see what it looks like. Okay, it's more or less dry now. Quite pleased with the overall effect. Gonna put a mount around it. Where should we go? Where we go? Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that for a very quick project. And I do like these Neo Art pastels. They're great fun and they're just full of solid, yummy pigment. You can have a great deal of fun with these. So there's many uses, many things you can do with them, but this is nice fun little seascape. Okay, that's it for this today. Look forward to seeing you on day 3 of my art challenge. Okay, bye for now.